a positive way to start your day. Michael Patrick Shields.
You see that I talked about university presidents being women in the state of Michigan, and one walked right up here. The president of Michigan State University,
and a Michigan Stater.
Yeah, how about it? It's an impressive showing that women, female university presidents have here in the state. I'm worried about you, though. I mean, I said earlier to Kathy Wilbur, when the governor sees you on the island here, does he turn and run? And she said, I think he'd like to, but I'm not going to let him do that.
No, actually, we had a chance to talk with him privately a bit yesterday, and you know, we just have to move on and figure out a way to fix this.
Is the most important thing what happens next? Because what's done is done now, right?
From our perspective, we over the last 4 years assumed about a 13% reduction. You just had to look at the state structural deficit. We hoped for better, but we assumed the worst. And I think that as a result of that, for Michigan State, we've been able to cushion some of what has been the more dramatic changes in partnership with our unions and everyone who's done, I think, terrific work to try to manage all of this. They're feeling budget fatigue, and I think it is really critical what comes next, and whether or not the valuing of higher education after all the structural issues are solved really is reflected in the budget next year, and we can get some energy back in the system in different ways. I really do see the governor as understanding the value of an educated workforce and the value of scholarship. It was disappointing. We always hoped that in this budget things would be better. You have to have that hope, but you still have to plan for the worst.
Speaking of planning for the worst, I promised Dan Lepp I wouldn't ask you the question that everybody's asking you, but I don't see you going around with a button that says, please don't ask me about Mark Dantonio and Ohio State.
Well, as I've said, everyone would want a coach that everybody else wants.
Nice problem to have.
I mean, so we're blessed to have in Tom Izzo and Susie Merchant and Mark Dantonio people that are on everybody's list. And we have to find, and obviously money will always play into this, but for the people we're hiring, it's really more than money. It's about feeling that they're part of something bigger, and their work is appreciated in a variety of ways. And I hope that we'll generate that environment around Mark Dantonio.
Thank you very much.
The same way we've done it about Izzo.
Don't forget Stacy Stone.